Good. Yeah. What I will do for you, though. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. As you know, today we are not in the Elk Grove Village studios. We are live, one of my favorite places called Cousins on Lake Street in Roselle, Illinois. And we got a special show for you guys today. First of all, I want to thank you guys for always watching the show. We do really appreciate it. Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon, lunchtime fun. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. And we got so much going on for you guys today. We got two great guests. My first part of the show will be Steve Naylor from Lone Star Skynyrd from Garland, Texas, baby. And they're the number one Leonard Skinner tribute band in the country, man. He also won the Josie Award. Have him on in just a couple seconds, talking about great Leonard Skinner music. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And the second half of the show, man, from the Guinness Book of Records, my good buddy Jamie Keaton, Mr. Canhead himself. He's been on millions of views and been all over the world, traveling, doing all the talk shows, even on Chicago Fire. Canhead, he's actually quoted as he's the real life mutant. Pretty cool. We'll hear his story as well. He's on the second part of the show. Anyway, guys, we got a great show for you guys. I want to thank. Now, yesterday we got to go out by Kim Peterson LeFew. Her brother Chuck passed away, so we went to the actual wake yesterday and got a chance to see. You got to support your friends when it's hard to lose a family member, but it's harder when, especially around the holidays. So Kim. Hope everything is well. Let's get to some quick sponsors here. Let's get them all so we don't have to interrupt our guests today. First of all, McCampbell Law Group, attorney at law. Roy McCampbell, attorney at law, statewide law practice that is client-focused and results-driven. For the best quality of a great lawyer, man, honest guy, that's Roy McCampbell, 708-275-4264. My wife's company, don't forget Laura Ocean Solutions. Increasing profits while reducing credit card fees. You'll never have to shop again if you go to Laura Ocean Solutions. Deutsch Power Center, right out of Elgin, Illinois, servicing the construction and diesel industry in the Chicagoland area for the last 100 years. That's Deutsch Power Center. Give my buddy Sal a call at 224-276-6550. Now, you're watching the show on the Tony Ocean Show. You can also see it on Mo Carraro page, my personal page. It's on LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and on the Ocean Pit page, which will be going there full-time starting again in the new year. But right now, we're going through all the different social media outlets so you can see the show, folks. And it's man. I just want to thank you for all the stories and stuff that you guys keep sending me and watching the show. I really do appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. How about another quick sponsor, folks? Let's not forget our good buddies from Don Esteban Cigars, rolling their own hand cigars, perfect for stocking stuffers, folks. 727-366-7536. Call Javier, talk to him. He will tell you what to do. Airtight windows, folks. Siding specialist, family owned for 30 years for honesty and quality. Do it right with Lou from Airtight, 708-798-5000. All right, guys, don't forget now, I want you guys to go to the Ocean Pit Facebook page, like the page, and share it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We got a great show lined up for you guys here. Now, tonight is a private affair in Old Orchard Country Club. Then, of course, Friday, Bellagio. This Thursday will be Bellagio in Roselle, Tony Toto. Of course, we got the great Jerry Jams Renda, and we got Angel Coremato, ladies and gentlemen. And, of course, he's from Naples, Italy. He was just, during COVID-19, he sang Hallelujah on his balcony, over 65 million views. He's going to be live with us, performing live at Bellagio this Thursday on the 8th of December. So we're just excited about having him on. Me and Tony Toto Friday at Chicago Prime. Saturday will be at the Chevy Chase Club. So a lot of private stuff this week. Anyway, so let's just want to say it was great to do the Party for a Purpose that we did in Champaign, Illinois, with big mega events. Of course, backing up the great Lee Greenwood, proud to be an American, and so many more great. Stephen Clark, Sheriff Clark, who worked under Donald Trump, of course, and the great Lieutenant Navy SEAL Robert O'Neill, who actually, the man who shot Osama bin Laden. And his speech in Champaign was unbelievable and was a great event. Raised a lot of money, shot for the cops to protect the cops, and back the blue, which is very, very important. Also, folks, don't forget Thursday during the day we'll be at My Party Princess Party event planning. Me and Laura, my co-host Laura, of course, on Thursdays. So I don't know what Melissa's got planned, but it's going to be pretty interesting to see what happens. And then our next live remote's going to be at the Almost Home Foundation in Schaumburg, folks. That's for dogs, for pets, and hopefully you guys will come and adopt a pet for the holiday. Brought to you by A La Carte Entertainment. A La Carte Entertainment, thank you, Jim Early, for that. And special appearance by Mayor Tom Daly, of course, the mayor of Schaumburg. So without any further ado, let's just say hello to some people before we bring my good buddy Stephen on, folks. Albert from the Ron Onesti organization. Mary, Richard, how you doing, buddy? Jerry Jams, want to say hello to our friends from Santa Barbara. Want to say hello. You got to like that. Yeah, that's good. Want to say hello from St. Louis and New York in the house tonight. All right, without any further ado, let's get to my first guest. I didn't meet the gentleman, but we were both up. He was up for, we did a show. It was a show called the Josie Awards. It's the #1 international independent music show, award show in the country. It was in Nashville, Tennessee, just a couple months ago, at the Grand Ole Opry. And Stephen and the boys were nominated for Best Tribute Act, and they won the Best Tribute Act at the Josie Awards. 2,000 people at the Grand Ole Opry. I won for the internet show here for Ocean's Pit. And I just want to look at some of those people. I said, Steve would be a great guest to get on. So without any further ado, if you like Leonard Skinner, even if you don't, Diva is doing her luncheon. So Diva's first day back at the Speakeasy after her throat surgery. So I'm sure she's going to knock it out. Santa Barbara's watching. Hi, Kathy. How you doing? So let's bring up Steve, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Naylor from Garland, Texas. What's up, Steve? I can't hear you, buddy. Can't hear your audio. Trying to get you. Can't hear your audio, buddy. We are live. I'm all the way up on my end. I can't hear you. We got Steve Naylor on, ladies and gentlemen, from Garland, Texas, Lone Star, Skinnerd, and we're just trying to get an audio here tonight if we can. I don't know if it's on April. Can you check out real fast? I think it's got to be on his end.
Hi, everyone. Love being on camera.
Yeah, it's good.
I can hear you now.
All right, good.
Yep,
Can you hear
yep.
him? All right, good. Got a little closer. All right, Steven, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, he came in and out.
You're coming in and out. Damn. I'm not getting I don't know. It's got to be on your end because we're not getting any audio from Steven, ladies and gentlemen. Why does... we are here live at Cousins in Roselle. Don't understand. We have everything on our side. We're up. So there's something that's just not kicking. It's all the way up. 100. I'm up. I'm on full blast here. You think maybe something?
Yeah, it's on his end.
Yeah, it's on your end, buddy. It's on your end, Steven. We're not getting your sound fine. We just can't hear him. Yes, we just can't hear our guest, Steve Naylor, from Garland, Texas, folks. A Lone Star Skinnerd tribute band. We're just trying to get him on here. Danny, how you doing? We're not getting any audio here. Man. I don't know what to tell you here, man.
Can he go down and relink?
Can you try, Steven? Can you do me a favor? Can you go out and relink again? Come back again, folks. We're going to try. We're having some audio difficulties with Stephen Naylor from Lone Star, Texas, Garland, Texas, folks. The Lone Star Skinnerd band, tribute to Leonard Skinner, and he's the first part, our guest. And then the second part of the show, we have my good buddy Jamie Keaton, who's actually live here in the studio here, live at Cousins in Roselle. Maybe his mic is muted. Yes, I'm maybe hoping that, Steven, check your mic, buddy. Check your mic over here, folks. We're just having some, maybe your mic's on mute. Maybe your mic is, is on mute. Let's try to bring him on again here, folks. One more time. Come on, Steven. Say nothing. Susan's here at Cousins in the audience. We're just not getting any audio, man. Folks, Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Our guest here, Stephen Naylor, trying to get him on here, folks. Audio, we're just not getting his audio, and especially when you're trying to go live here, I don't know what to tell you, folks. We might have to reschedule Steve and do a sound check ahead of time. I hate to tell you that, buddy. I really do. Maybe we can do this on Friday. Steven, are you available on Friday? Maybe do this again. We'll try to get an audio because usually this doesn't happen. So I apologize. Maybe you have second guest. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, turn it up. We are lost audio of our good friend Stephen Naylor from Lone Star Skinnerd. And we apologize for that. So we're going to try to maybe get him back on Friday, and we got to figure something out. In the meantime, we're live here at Cousins. Maybe we try it one more time since Steven's on. Let's try it one more time. One more time, Steve. What do you got you? Okay. Well, yeah, we'll talk. Thank you, Steve. Sorry, folks. Steve Naylor will not be on because of the audio, folks. It has to be on his end, unfortunately. So we're still doing our stuff. Welcome to Ocean's Pit, everybody. We will have Steve Naylor from Lone Star Skinnerd from Garland, Texas, will be on our show this Friday. We'll get him on. Freebird is right. Let's give you a little information on them. You know, they do the #1 Leonard Skinner Tribute Act. They've also won the Josie Awards. They also won the best tribute act in Redeem MXD magazine in 2009. And they're sponsored by American Badass Whiskey. So you got to check them out. They got a big tour, maybe hope coming up in Sturgis next year. So we're going to get them on Friday, and we'll try to get them on, make sure that we have the audio right. Sorry, my good friend Steve Naylor and everybody that was watching to get Leonard Skinner, of course, tribute. But we got Jamie Keat in the studio. We'll bring him on in a couple minutes. Now we got some time to kill here, folks. Ocean's Pit Little Show. Don't forget, New Year's Eve, we'll be at Avanti Banquets on Fox River Grove with the Main Event Band. We're excited about that. It's our third year back at Avanti, which we're excited. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Big birthday bash, the 60th. We got two big shows coming up. The 28th of December, we'll be at Rosario's in Roselle. Special guest, Nick Hodges. We got so many. Daniela from the Jersey Girls, and so many more on the 28th. We have so many surprise guests. On the 29th is even better than the 28th. So we're going to give you the list of all the special guests joining us for those two nights. The 28th of December will be at Rosario's in Roselle, and Thursday will be at Donnie G's in Elmwood Park. For the very first time, I've never been there before, as Tony Ocean. Now, we did do a show there, ladies and gentlemen, as with the Rat Pack, which we sold out, which was very cool. Yvette, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Tell Jamie Richard he should have bought his agent, business manager with him. All right, there you go, Richard. Thanks for watching. We'll have him on very shortly, folks. So let's get to some stuff. Remember, I want to be at your official birthday on the 28th. All right, Albert. It's going to be crazy because Chris just bought out the whole patio part. And he's going to have the heaters. It's going to be huge, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Mojo's Jukebox, Dream Police, they're all going to be there. Jeff Dubray, Rat Pack. It's just going to be one after another. Regina Karma. So anyway, it's going to be good. Remember, rumors that you hear about me are probably as true as the rumors we hear about you. And I want to thank Jimmy for sending me that one. Absolutely. Yeah, it happens, folks. You know you're going to get it. You know you're going to get it. It is what it is. And I love this quote as well, man. Kill him with success, and bury him with a smile. And you know what? That's all important. Hope to see you at Donnie G's. Sandra, I hope to see you too, my dear friend. Today we're remembering Pearl Harbor, ladies and gentlemen, December 7th, 1941. Of course, Pearl Harbor, and a day we'll never forget, a cowardly act that they did, just like they did in 9/11. So everybody that fought for our country and people that died, our prayers go out to you on remembering Pearl Harbor today, December 12th, 1941. All right, folks. Want to say happy anniversary to Rogia, ladies and gentlemen. 34 years, Rogia, as a police department. Anniversary, Rogia. Thank you for your service and thank you of everything you did. Um, it's so cool, man. It's important. How about for all you rock and roll fans out there? Led Zeppelin, Whole Lot of Love. Led Zeppelin was recorded on December 7th, 1969. Led Zeppelin released A Whole Lot of Love. And of course, one of the big Led Zeppelin songs released. They just don't make music like that anymore. Thank you, Perry. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Tony, bring your mom. Last year she was dancing. Yeah, Erica. I think my mom will be there definitely on the 29th. That is for sure. Very, very cool. Finally, folks, the guy who shot Lady Gaga's dog gets 21 years in prison. They put the sentence on that. So 21 years in prison, rightfully so. You shouldn't be shooting dogs as it is. Crazy it is. According to Fox, Trump company got caught for tax fraud. Ladies and gentlemen, as we know, Trump had nothing to do with that, man. Oh yeah, Steve just apologized. It showed to be on my end. I can turn it up and down, mute, unmute. Not sure. Well, we'll fix it out. We'll have Steve on Friday for that. So let's get to stuff. Last week, folks, we talk about my buddies with guns, whether they're shooting, whether they're hunting, whether they're doing what they're doing. I think everyone should have one to protect themselves. But here's something that makes sense. With all the shooting that's going on in this world, what's crazy is this, folks. Last week, 36.22 million deer hunters were running around with guns and no mass shooting anywhere, folks. This is facts. Facts. And it's the season, folks. All right, so we got a lot more great other things to talk about too. We want to thank, let's not forget our good buddies from Trico Hair Experts, folks. Recreating great hair days. Men, forget the comb over and the wash and all that shit. Go to my good buddy Anthony and Carmela at Trico Experts, 773-999-7888. And let's not forget our good buddies. We can't forget, you got to be important to thank my good buddy Sal, Dan, my good buddy Dan from the great Armando Supermarkets, folks, in Elgin, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin. Don't forget CrashChampions.com. My good friend Michael and Gigi. Go to CrashChampions.com. That's Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair right here. We are Cousins Live in beautiful Roselle off of Lake Street. Got some other Grace coming up as well. Along with Steve Naylor from Leonard Skinner, we're going to have country artist Jimmy Parker on this Friday with his brand new Nashville hit called Coulda, Shoulda, Woulda. It's a fantastic country, old-style country song. So Jimmy Parker and Steve will be our guest on Friday. For Sinatra's birthday, the 12th, we got the legendary John Vincent on. He's going to be on, of course, singing the national anthem at the Cubs games and playing all over the country. We're going to have him on. That's John Vincent for Sinatra birthday. Ronnie B. Elvis will be here on the 16th of December talking about his Christmas show coming up at the Arcada Theater. Bobby Nardella from the Wolves, former Blackhawk, former Bob Woods. Bobby Nardella will be on the 19th. And Murray Weiner will be on, of course, one of the great agents in the Chicagoland area that books all the festivals and shows. I'm excited. Ron Onesti will be with us on the 29th. And Josie and Tina Marie, of course, from the Josie Awards will be on the 30th. We're excited about that. So it's going to be a lot of fun here. Let's get to some more stuff to talk about before we bring up Jamie in about 5-10 minutes, folks. Tell what's going on with him. Here's a brand new number, folks, for people who suffer with mental illness. Now, it's all over, and there's a lot of people that's suffering, and there's a lot of people that just play along like nothing, like everything is okay. They have to fake that every day with the mental illness. But now there's a number you can call. It's brand new, 988. If you know anybody that's going through these mental problems, or you know somebody, or if you're having those problems out there, please, the number is 988. They will help you. It's a good number. There's up 24 hours. There's an operators on there listening to what you have to say and try to help you out. It's 988 for mental awareness, mental illness. So it's very important. And like we were talking yesterday about all the crazy people in this world. How about this guy from Florida, folks, arrested for stealing $1,300 worth of electric toothbrushes? What can you possibly do with all those toothbrushes and to try to sell them? That's what he's trying to do. Absolutely. 1,003. That's crazy, folks. We lost a great Mills Lane, International Boxing Hall of Fame referee at the age of 85 years old. The great Mills Lane. Our prayers go out to the Lane family. All right, so let's get to some good stuff. I am here at Cousins. They got half price pizza here on Wednesday. I want to thank Dave and April for putting this together, and Peter, of course, and Dino and Amber. Come on by over. Daryl Armenstadt, how you doing, buddy? I hope you're doing well. Christine, Ann, I hope you're doing. Folks, you're watching Ocean's Pit. If you just tuning in, Tyler, ladies and gentlemen, from Garland, Texas, from the Lone Star Skinnerd Tribute Act, could not, his audio wasn't working, so we're going to try to bring him on Friday, right after Jimmy Parker. Both were from the Josie Awards. It's going to be kind of cool having two people from the Josie Awards on the same show for Friday, December 9th. So that will be Jimmy Parker and Steve Naylor from the Leonard Skinner tribute, Lone Star Skinner. All right, here we are today having some stuff. So let's get to can we get to Jamie? Yeah, let's get to Jamie here, folks. He's going to be coming here. Let's move him in. Let's make him some room. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you the man from the Guinness Book of Records, 5-time Guinness Book of Record holder. He is known as Canhead.
Hey, how's it going?
Canhead is his name. Folks, now not only doing that, he also plays the bad guy Lone Shark in the hit TV show Chicago Fire. Travels all over, has been on Ellen, been on I don't know how many TV shows. We'll talk about that too, folks. 17,000 hits and views on TikTok. He's originally from Florida. He's done a lot of good stuff, folks. So let's just get, without any further ado, what's up, buddy? How you doing, pal?
Not bad.
All right, Jamie, how you doing, buddy?
Not bad.
Good.
Nice drive out.
Nice drive out from Kenosha. First of all, where were you born, pal?
Pensacola, Florida.
Pensacola, Florida. So then you moved to Chicago.
I moved to Chicago.
How long were you in Chicago?
Well, I was in Chicago for about 24 years.
24 years. Very cool. And then what brought you out to beautiful Kenosha, Wisconsin?
Family member passed away and gave me a house.
Very cool. You got to love that.
Got to
right?
be,
And we love our friends in Wisconsin. We get some good people that follow us in Wisconsin. We play up in the Kenosha area, the Broad Stop a lot.
Yeah.
So we got to love it up there. It's very, very cool. Jamie, you come from a big family?
Well, sort of. I guess it's a long story.
Okay, that's all right. All right. So you are married. How many years?
34 years this Saturday.
Well, happy anniversary, buddy. Appreciate it. You got kids, grandkids?
I have 3 kids and 4. Well, one on the way makes 5 grandkids.
5 grandkids. God bless, folks. We are here live with Jamie Keaton, Mr. Canhead himself in the Guinness Book of Records, folks. Very, very cool. So let's get to some. I'm just going to go out now. Jamie, how did you find out? I know you were also in an accident long ago, right?
Yeah, in July.
July, there was a motorcycle accident.
Yeah.
Have you been on a motorcycle since?
Yes.
So it didn't scare you? You said, hell,
Didn't scare me. Scared my family, not me.
Yeah, correct. And you lost a lung, right? Collapsed lung, broken
collapsed
ribs.
lung, 3 broken ribs. All this whole side was damaged, even back here in the head. But within 5 days, the skin healed up. My ribs and that re-breaking because every time I breathe, it'd crack again.
Yeah.
So
So
that's taking the longest.
yeah, and there's a lot of people I know that got in accidents too, motorcycles, and then they just didn't, never went back on again. Now, Illinois is a helmet. Is a helmet law in Illinois? No.
Nope.
Is
Neither
there,
is Wisconsin.
is there one in Florida?
Not that I know.
That you know. So, what would you say to somebody, a younger kid right now that says, "Hey, I'd like to buy one. I'd like to do this." You recommend them doing it too?
I would recommend it. It really is peaceful for me. It gets me away from my everyday life. Because when I'm on the road driving a bike, I'm focused. I'm only focused on things around me, so I don't think about all the other crap that's going on. So all I think about is my music that's playing and what's in front of me.
Okay. Well, of course, everybody wants to know. You've been on, I don't know, how many talk shows would you say?
I would say talk shows, probably about 75.
75. And you said Ellen was one of your favorite.
Ellen and James Gordon.
James Gordon. Very cool. So let's just
Jay
get
Leno, of course.
Jay Leno, of course, who survived a fire, and he came back. He's working again. So
Yep, he's
God
already
bless him.
doing his comic stand-up and all.
He's doing his stuff. Jamie, let's find out, how did this happen? How did you find out?
Well, let's go
What happened?
fall. At 7 years old, my toys were sticking to me like this.
At 7?
At 7. I didn't understand what it was. My parents thought it was me from climbing pine trees in Florida. They thought it was just a sap. as I got a little bit older, I was picking up the back ends of cars, thought that was normal because I had superhuman strength and stuff like that going on. And we went to a doctor, and they think that when the baby's inside the womb, it breathes through its skin.
Okay.
I came out 3.5 months early,
All right.
and I have RHA negative blood, which they call the blood of the gods, blood of aliens, because we don't carry the ape gene in us.
Okay.
And we all tend to have some kind of superhuman ability. Well, with me, I don't age like everyone. I heal faster. I have superhuman strength, and things stick to me.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. That Ellen on YouTube, you can see it. That was 12 years ago.
Yep.
And you look the same. I mean,
Except a little gray here.
Well, that's, okay. Well, that's just normal. Look, I have to get mine all redone, so it doesn't make a difference. But what I'm trying to say is, now when you found out about it, of course you had to be a little freaked out at that age, right?
No.
I actually thought it was kind of cool.
I thought it was cool, but my family was like, because someone said something that's a little freaky, and I didn't want to be called a freak, so I wouldn't let no one know until I was in my late 20s.
Sure.
Because I didn't want my kids freaking out,
Right.
Or their friends acting crazy
Kind of weird.
around me.
Yeah.
So, and when the X-Men movies came out, everybody was like, oh, why don't you show people what you can do?
Right.
And that's pretty much when I started doing, letting people see it.
And then, did you get the support from your family when you decided to go public and try to become a celebrity? Would your parents
Oh, my
watch your
parents
stuff?
were ecstatic about it. They were like, oh, this is so crazy. How do you like it? And I was like, it's a little nerve-wracking. Because after I did Ellen, I was downtown Chicago, went to the Festival of Lights, and I had one of my Canhead shirts on that I had specially made. And because of Ellen's show, people saw me, and all of a sudden people were wanting pictures with me. They're grabbing me, pulling my clothes, and then that sort of made me freak out a little
That's
bit.
got to be a little freaky.
Yeah,
Right,
because
right.
I wasn't used to that, but now it's been like 20 years.
Now let me ask you something. What's your wife's feeling when knowing, and your kids? How was that?
Well, she's literally stuck to me.
Yeah, boom. Yeah.
But my kids thought it was okay, but they didn't want their friends to know until they got into high school, when they realized, oh, Dad can get us free tickets to this place, free tickets to that place. Then it's like, hey, Dad, do that thing you do.
Yeah. And you know what? I mean, that's amazing when you find that out. You went out. Do you remember your first public appearance? Remember where you were when you very first did it?
I was at a Red Bull Flutog. I went there because I wanted to see it for the first time. So I started putting on, my wife told me to put on some of these cans, the Red Bull cans. So I did it. And all of a sudden, some executives came running up to me and said, hey, because they noticed everybody was taking pictures with me.
Yeah.
Said, hey, why don't you come up and take pictures with the winners and stuff like that, and the celebrity judges? I went, okay, I guess. And he goes, well, we'll pay you. And I went, oh, yeah, I'll do it.
In that case, right,
a heartbeat.
exactly. How many shows would you think you do? How many appearances do you make during the year? Does it change during, how was it during COVID?
COVID, I still did some work. I actually did the Go Big show with Snoop Dogg and all that, and we were stuck in a hotel room for a month. So we had to do all the COVID things, and we weren't allowed to leave unless we were filming only our spot.
Oh, your spot, right.
So
right.
that was a long time. COVID, it killed a little bit of it, but I still did things. I went to Romania. I went to, I think, Italy during the time. So things were still going on, but not as much, because I was doing things weekly, and stuff like that. But for the last, I guess, well, from 17 to 19, I was helping my grandparents while they were in a nursing home and stuff like that. So I didn't do much there.
Right.
Because I wanted to spend time with my family.
Sure.
Because they were older. They passed away, and then we came back up here, and I haven't been to Florida since. It's been 3 years now.
It's been 3 years now.
So
you're traveling, doing what you're doing. We got Jamie Keaton on, folks, better known as Canhead, the real life mutant here on Ocean Spit Live here at Cousins. Now, folks, you think that does he got tape on here? No, these are really stuck to his head.
just hold it like this and just push down. And
I mean, these are true, and try to pull it off. Folks, look, this is not, this is crazy. I mean, this is not no gimmick, folks. This is what he is. And then how do you get it to you?
I actually think about it. That's one of the reasons why they think of me as like a real life X-Men mutant.
Yeah.
Because I can actually pinpoint that one area and let it go. I was going to look up at it and say,
Can you
fall.
drop it?
Nothing moves.
Dropped, folks. And I can see you got your own cans, your own T-shirts. You got everything, man.
I do it all.
Now, what's the heaviest thing you've put on there?
118 pounds.
What was that?
It was a girl. Not just
That was. She had a girl on his head. All right, there you
She
go.
got stuck.
Yeah, she got stuck. Yeah.
But I do like mini kegs. I do a lot of like the Heineken mini kegs. I do those stuck to my head. As you saw earlier, I poured some shots of Patron off
Patron.
my head. Full bottle, glass bottle.
Well, you know what? I got a couple people here. Susan, can you mind just walking up here for a second? Our good friend Susan Jambroni, better known as the closer, real estate. Just to let you guys know that's not fixed, we're going to bring Susan on this side. Susan, come over on this side. I want you to try to pull the can off the head,
Not the can.
the peanut, the peanut, the things of cashew
Well,
peanuts.
I'll tell you what. We'll start off by saying, you see this can?
Yeah.
Now watch this.
Oh, dear
I don't do
God.
nothing and I let it go.
Now,
Then I let the other one go. Ready?
Okay.
Say fall.
Fall. What?
now, try to
Now,
pull this off
here.
his head.
Pull it off.
What the?
Use both hands.
Yeah,
Are
use
you
both
sure?
hands. Both hands. Pull him
I
out.
feel I'm going to hurt him.
You ain't gonna hurt
I
him.
can't do it, Tony.
You can't. I mean,
Now, I'm going to let it go here. Now pull.
now go ahead and pull.
Oh,
Pretty
dear
easy, right?
Jesus. Here.
You see how she grabs my nuts like that?
See how you grab her nuts? Oh, you knew that was
No,
coming.
no,
That's
no.
why
I
it's
don't
nuts.
do that, everybody.
Don't do this at home, kids.
Today
No.
she did.
Today she did. I see. Does anyone else have trouble with the connection? No, we're doing okay with it. Hi, guys. Other gigs coming up. Yeah, Richard. You're what age? Where
Richard,
else are you
hey,
gonna be?
Richard.
Where else are you gonna be?
Right now, I might be going to Arizona already in
Okay.
July. It's booking up
All right.
to do a, tattoo convention.
Okay.
But the thing is, I'm trying to work on getting, because everybody looks at it as if it's some kind of gimmick.
Right.
Where when I actually literally, to be in the Guinness World Records, you can't be a gimmick. You got to
No.
actually show and prove that it can be done without any help.
Right.
So with that saying, I've been trying to get gigs with any drink company, any company, because they dub me now the ultimate marketing tool or brand ambassador,
Sure.
because I put people's names and logos all over the cans, all over the shirts, and I go to places because they draw a lot of attention.
Absolutely.
So
You
that's one of
did
the big
something
things.
called Paris Got Talent. What was that like?
I just did Paris Got Talent about a month or so ago.
How was that?
It was amazing. You know, I literally, like I said at the beginning, from Florida, I literally get to live a dream that I never thought I could live.
Sure.
You read about books like in China.
Yeah.
You read a book and see about the Great Wall of China. Have you been there?
No.
A lot of people's never been there and they'll never go there.
Sure.
I've been there twice now.
Very cool.
You know, I get to see things that I only read about in books as a kid. So it's really, I'm humbled being able to do what I do.
Jamie, what's the difference between the people in Europe when they look at you and compared to people here in the United States? When you went to Paris, China, what's the reaction?
Well, China was really crazy because everyone's like a foot and a half smaller than me.
Yes, so you had to look like a giant just walking
So
in.
looking like a giant, and they're trying to figure out what is going on. They kept on going strong, strong, and I'm just like, what does that mean? She says, you must have a strong immune system, because it was 9 degrees and I was in a t-shirt and shorts because I don't get cold.
And you don't get cold.
So it's like, they're like strong, strong. So that was a little weird. But mostly everyone in around the world that I've been to, they just look at it and they first laugh at it. Then they think it's some kind of gimmick.
Right.
And then when they realize it, then I start sticking their phone to me, their whatever they have in their purse, a pack of cigarettes or whatever. And then they're like, this ain't fake. And I go, no.
Well, yeah, because they think it's a gimmick that these cans might be a show prop that he uses. But when you ask total strangers and you pull stuff out of there and you put them on, and they're not, back in the day, there'd be 2 or 3 guys in on the scam, whatever
Right.
it was, you know what I mean? But this is fully legit, folks, what he does. He is the real life mutant. I mean, it's pretty cool. It really is. And you appeared everywhere over the world. Is there anything that you haven't done yet that you're trying to do? I mean, what's the next thing? A book of records. What's next?
World, I want to break 3 more world records.
Okay, what do you need to break the records?
Well, one of them is you got to go to Guinness World Record page,
Okay.
fill out a form to try to see if they'll accept the record.
Okay.
Now, like with my records, I want to be able the furthest shot from a can from the palm of the hand because I can do that.
Okay.
And I'm going to add more cans to my head. And then I want to, I actually, in Germany's Got Talent, I think it's Germany's Got Talent or Romania's Got Talent. I've been on
They
all
all
the
have their
shows.
own talent. Yeah. Right.
Actually, like you just saw how hard it is to pull the can of peanuts on my head. I actually pulled 2 judges across the floor as they're holding on to it. That's how strong I want to put a record of that.
And that's very cool, man. And so there's always something you're trying to reinvent your show every year, every time you go out.
Time I go out, I do something different or try to do something different. But, you know, the main thing is I want to be a brand ambassador for like Heineken. You know, where there are things, because I came up with so many ideas for that.
So have you reached out to any of these
I've
companies?
tried, but they never.
Nobody responds
No
back.
one responds.
You know, maybe we can talk after the show because
Yeah.
I got a couple of people in the liquor business who might be able to do something, which would be very cool. We are with Jamie Keaton, folks. Can't Head. We're at Cousins here in Roselle. We're not in the regular studio. I'm back in the studio again tomorrow. And some people are got it's good here. All right. So anybody else? Hi, gentlemen. Now,
I
folks.
better say hi to
A lot, yeah, go ahead, say it.
Richard. Hey,
Richard, how you doing, Richard? And folks, don't forget now, it's on lunch. A lot of people usually when you end up watching the show after when you're home and other, but the show is on all the channels: Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, and on the Mo Carrara page, the Tony Ocean page, and of course on Ocean's Pit. We're on Monday through Friday. Jamie Keaton's on here, folks. Any questions? Can you hold a cell phone, Richard?
Yes, I can hold a cell phone to my head. Almost anything that's non-porous will stick to me.
Okay, can we try your cell phone now? This is not Jamie's. This is my cell phone, and he's never held it before for the first time. So there you go, folks.
Hands-free driving.
Hands-free driving. There is a phone. Unbelievable.
And then I can let it go.
And you can let it go. Now that's unbelievable, folks. Hey, can we get Donnie Morrison over here? Since we had Susan, I'm going to get my buddy Donnie. Donnie, come over and try to pull this can of peanuts. Now we're going to get a man to try to pull off the peanuts from his head.
Right,
and
so
folks,
drop
drop.
at one time.
Donnie Morrison, our good buddy. Jamie Keaton, Donnie Morrison.
Hey, Donnie, how are you doing?
Jamie Keaton in the Guinness Book of Records, the real life mutant in the house. Try to pull that off his head.
Oh, trying to get it in the camera. There you go.
Go ahead. No, not with that. With your hands. Try to pull it off.
He's
his
got
head.
crutches. He's
Try to pull it off his head.
Holy shit.
Now,
Now I'm going to let it go. Now pull it. Pull. Just like that.
You're amazing.
amazing. I mean, isn't that even Donnie did it? As we had a man do it and a woman did it. Now do the thing with your hand. Can you show us?
Oh, like this?
Watch this.
Now, your computer's going to be okay. So
Yeah,
don't
it's
worry
all right.
about it.
Yeah.
Ready?
Go ahead.
I can shoot them from the palm of my hand.
You can shoot it from
The palm of my
the
hand.
palm of your hand.
It's like, what? What do you think of that?
What kind of drug are you on?
I was born this way.
He was born. How much does wait? Okay. How does it release it? A muscle or a thought?
From the head, it's a thought. From the hand, it's a muscle.
Okay, so from the hand, it's a muscle. Danny Mazzi from Armando Supermarkets out of Elgin. Buy local, shop local. Danny, it releases it from the muscle from his head and a thought, right?
Well, what it is from my head, I actually think about it. I have to look up at it and think about it and go, fall.
Yeah.
And then it falls. I don't move nothing. I just think about it. But on the palm of my hand, it sits there. It'll stay there all day long and get tighter and tighter as it sits there. I mean, like pull on this part and pull down on it.
Yeah. Jesus. No,
You
that
crushed the can.
that is a magnet, folks. Jamie Keaton live here, folks, at Cousins in Roselle. Can't head, but the real life mutant, man. I mean, you know what? TV people out there, you should get them have his own TV show. I mean, this would be really cool. How about an Italian beef sandwich? Can you put that on his head?
No, it's
No.
porous.
Yes, that doesn't work. That is unbelievable, folks, here at Cousins. And Jamie makes appearances all the time. He goes all over the country, all over the world, does parties. Jamie, if they how does that work? What do
All they have
do?
to do is go to canheadguy.com
Canheadguy.com.
and go to the where you can book me, see the places I'm going to be going, try to make sure the dates match up for what you're doing. Or you can go to Twitter. Wait, is it Canhead69?
Canhead69, folks, or just go to YouTube or Google him on his Facebook page,
Yes.
and you can find out. Richard says he's got Rockin' Vodka next week, Thursday, 4 to 7 in Lake Bluff, Illinois, which is not that far, folks. You want to get out there. Rockin' Vodka would be kind of cool.
No, everybody needs to know Richard's my manager, so he knows
Richard,
more than I
Richard
do.
knows, just like my wife, Richard. I know exactly. Now, Rockin' Vodka, is that the one with Rick Nielsen from Cheap Trick?
I think so.
Cheap Trick, of course, very good friend of ours, Rick Nielsen from Cheap Trick, of course. So that's another guy from Rockford who's promoting, of course, one of the greatest rock bands in the world, Cheap Trick. And Rick Nielsen is doing that with the vodka, which is very cool. It's very interesting. Playing. See if we got any other questions. Jamie, anything else that you would like to talk to people about? How was your stuff? How did you get the part of Chicago Fire? You play the Loan Shark. How did that come about?
I guess they saw me on TV on a TV show and said I was. Well, my agent said I was real good in front of the camera. That you should think about acting. And I said okay. So I went and tried out for the Chicago Fire, and I got it almost immediately.
Yeah.
Then when I started filming that day, I sort of had to be a mean guy.
Right.
And get mad at the guy. The director goes, as we're doing it, he told us to ad lib a little bit. So I got a little ad libbing, and but I didn't touch the guy.
Yeah.
But the director's like, cut. You weren't really going to hit him, were you? I went, no. He
But
said,
you were. But it looked like you
It
were
looked like I
going
was
to,
about to beat the living crap out of him. And I go, no. He goes, how long you been acting? I go, well, I act like I've been married for 20-something years at that time. So
that works. That is so cool. Jamie Keaton, I want to thank you for being on the show. Coming out all the way from Kenosha, folks. And you got to go to Jamie Keaton's Facebook page, Canhead69. Find out. Go to Lake Bluff and go see him over there at Rockin' Vodka next Saturday, right? It's Thursday. Next Thursday, folks, from 4 to 7. Check him out. Check out his pages. Very, very cool. You know what I always said? Everybody's got a talent, and it doesn't make a difference if you're a singer, a painter, or songwriter. Everybody's got a talent, and man, this is real talent as well.
Speaking of that, I do concerts, I do golf outings, I do
everything.
conventions, I do it all.
So when you do concerts, you have an hour show. What do you do with that?
I usually MC for the show,
Okay.
And then I pour some of the band's drinks from my head, or some fans down at the bottom, some drinks from my head. I do things like that. For like golf outings, I actually, because I own a sign shop too, so the sign shop, I make little banners and stuff for the guys.
Sure.
But for the golf outings, it says everything. But I will stand at the hole, do the putting for the guys. I guess they call that a shootout or something.
Shootout, yeah, sure.
So, because I don't normally play golf.
Yeah, me either.
And what was funny is that I was hitting further than the guy that was playing golf. He's like, "This is BS. You don't ever play golf." I go, "No,
you can never play golf again, ladies and gentlemen." Jamie, if you're telling, look, when you were at 7 years old, now you didn't come out in public till you were 20.
20s, late 20s.
Was this always you, or is it something that's
always with me?
Will it ever fade away, ever go away? Nothing like that. It will always stay with you.
As long as, like one doctor says, because of how my skin regenerates itself and stuff like that, as long as nothing kills me, I should live a lot longer than normal.
And one message you might want to say for any people that have kids out there, or anybody that might have that maybe one ear, a deformity of some sort, or they're born that way, or something like that. The courage that you had to come out, because it was a little scary.
It was scary.
What do you tell the kids? Be
I tell
yourself.
them, be who God made you to be.
Correct.
It might be a limitation to you or your thinking, but you're actually limiting yourself at that time.
Yeah.
Because it's only a limit to whoever thinks it's a limit.
Sure.
But if you don't think of it like that, then you can accomplish anything.
Jamie, one more question. I know we're going to get you some lunch here, folks. Is there anybody else in the world that has what you had? Have you met these people?
I am one of 4 in the world.
4.
I'm the only one in the United States that has it, and I'm the only one that actually markets myself promotes it like
Which other people don't
I
admit to
put
anybody.
everything with my
Can't
logo
have-
on it.
Have you met these other three?
I've spoken to two of them. Haven't spoke to the third one in South America, but the two in India I have, and all they do is sit at markets to get tips.
And that's it.
That's it.
Did you ever think of putting all four of you together on a Canhead tour?
I never thought of that because they're not, I guess, motivated to marketing where I am.
And they don't want to let people know, but obviously
Right.
they do when they're sitting on the streets, or the
Right.
markets doing that.
Correct.
You know, this day and age, God gave you a gift, buddy, and
Use it.
you got to use it, man.
Yeah.
Jamie Keaton, man, Canhead,
Thanks.
man, you got to love this guy, the Real Life Mutant. Go to the Jamie Keaton's Facebook page or Canhead 69, and we're going to find out some more. We're going to have a little lunch in a couple minutes. Jamie,
All right,
again,
man.
thank you so much, man.
No problem.
My good buddy Jamie
Yeah, have a
Keaton,
good one.
everybody coming out here. We're going to be on for another couple more minutes, and we'll have some lunch together. How cool is that? Now, folks, you know, I've had different people on from all over, different types of people. It is the closest to the pin. Thank you. That's what it was called, closest to the pin. But it is so cool, folks. Now, tonight we're going to be at the Old Orchard Country Club for 1 hour. It's a private affair. Tomorrow we'll be live at Bellagio in Roselle, ladies and gentlemen. And it's going to be with Tony Toto, of course, Jerry Jams, and, of course, Angel Coromato from Naples, Italy. 65 million views when he sang Hallelujah on his balcony in Italy during COVID. An incredible vocalist will be joining us Thursday at Bellagio. We're excited. Now, that's at night. Tomorrow, Thursday will also be, it is tomorrow. December 8th, we'll be at My Party Princess, my good friend Melissa. And she's got something planned for me and my wife, Laura. I have no clue what it's going to be. It's going to be in Schaumburg. We're going to be live there. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we are very, very excited about that. And then, of course, the 22nd, we're going to be at the Almost Home Foundation for dogs to try to adopt a pet, especially for the holidays. Because, you know, it doesn't have to just be for kids, ladies and gentlemen. It could be for adults because everybody loves animals. I'm hoping everybody does. And again, we apologize for not having Steve Naylor on, of course, from Garland, Texas, with his band called Lone Star Skinnerd, number one Leonard Skinnerd band in the country. And his audio wasn't working, so we're going to try to get him on Friday, along with Jimmy Parker with his brand new "Goulda, Shoulda, Woulda, Coulda" song from Nashville. It's going to be a lot of fun. We are live here from Cousins, ladies and gentlemen, in Roselle, which my good friend Peter and Dino and Amber, great place, half-price pizza here on Wednesday. We got some other things. Let's see here, a great quote of everything that's happening in this country with our world. Remember, this is a great quote. In politics, nothing happens by accident. If it happens, you can bet it was planned. It was planned that way. And who said those words? Former President F.D. Roosevelt. Him, quote, saying, in politics again, nothing happens by accident. If it happens, you bet it was planned that way. And they tell you exactly what's going on in this country. It's planned. They know exactly what they're doing. They're destroying this country, folks. So all we can do is pray for the best. That's all we can say. We want to thank also, how about some birthdays, folks? Yeah, you got to have those special birthdays. Great actress from New York City, the great Marissa Tomei celebrates her birthday today. Gary Rossenston, one of the members from Leonard Skinnerd, who died, I think, in the plane crash. And we were going to talk to Steve about that. Celebrates a birthday today. Southside Johnny and the Ansbury Dukes from New Jersey. Southside celebrates a birthday today. Jack Russell from the rock band Great White celebrates a birthday. How about the incredible Walt Disney celebrates a birthday, who created all the great characters of Disney, the great Walt Disney. Carmen DeFalco from ESPN, AM 1000 Sports. We got to love Carmen DeFalco and the boys. Otto Preminger. Great actor, folks. He played the original Mr. Freeze in 1966 in the Batman show in 1966 with Adam West and Burt Ward. Original one. That's it. Cool. Larry Zbyszko from the WWF, folks. Of course, Little Richard, Tutti Frutti. Great rock and roll icon. The great Little Richard celebrates a birthday. Peter Buck from the band R.A.M., celebrates a birthday, folks. J.J. Cale, singer-songwriter. He wrote After Midnight and Cocaine for Eric Clapton. Celebrates a birthday. The late, great Randy Rose from Ozzy Osbourne, of course, passed away. The great Randy Rose. You can make another one like that. Former Chicago Bear Robbie Gould celebrates a birthday to do as well. Ocean's Pit live here, folks. We are live here at Cousins in Roselle, folks, and we are running out of time. I hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to make sure that you guys go out and do what you got to do. Support local establishments. Let's not forget our last but not least sponsor, our good buddies, of course, from Patriot Funding Incorporated. When timing is everything, commercial money lending at its finest. That's Patriot Funding Incorporated. Call Dave Antonelli at 630-675-4730. Live at Cousins in Roselle on Lake Street, folks. I want to thank Peter, Dino, and Amber, Dave Antonelli, our producer, April, executive producer, for putting everything together. I want to thank Steve Naylor. Of course, we didn't have him on, but he will be on Friday. And thank my good friend Jamie Keaton. They came all the way from Kenosha. Can Head, baby, the real life mutant. It's going to be, go check him out, man. One hell of a guy, celebrating his 35th wedding anniversary. Very, very cool. How about our another sponsor, Portillo's, everybody, fundraisers. You're looking for a nonprofit organization, looking to have a fundraiser at your company or home, contact our son Joe Fank at 224-636-3646 or go to jfankportillos.com. I want to thank you all for watching the show, folks. And this Friday we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse with my good buddy Tony Toto. Isn't he fantastic, folks? Thank you, Richard. Jamie, Richard said call him later. All right. He said he will. We're going to have some lunch here on Meat. And I want to thank you all, folks, for watching the show, folks. Remember, buy local, shop local. Thank you for supporting local establishments and live entertainment. It's very, very cool. And the great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. Peace and love, everybody. Hey, and it's time. It's very, very cool. And I really do appreciate it. Thank you, Nick Sahajas. Take us out the piano.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.